Hi friend, I'm Myra with Vial Designs, and today we are back in full holiday mood because I'm gonna walk you through step by step on how to create a beautiful and super easy watercolor holiday hand letter card. And I'm also gonna be giving away the card that I made in the video, a set of my favorite tools to create greeting cards and my printable holiday lettering guide. So be sure to stay until the end of this video to see how to enter and win. And I do videos like this one every week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get started. For this Christmas card, we're gonna need paper, and for this one I'm gonna be using this mixed media paper. And what I did is that I got this Canson mixed media paper. It is 7 inches by 10, so I just got one page of here and I folded in half. We're gonna be using some acrylic paint, and I'm gonna be using this royal blue. Also masking tape. You can also use washi tape. I'm gonna show you why we need that in a second. We're gonna need a Monoline pen. I'm gonna be using this Pigeon letter studio pen, a brush, and we're gonna be using a silver and gold oil paint pen. I forgot to mention, and this is not necessary, it's optional, but I'm gonna be using a ruler and pencil to do some marks. First we're gonna measure here 1/2 inch. So we're gonna do 1/2 inch, and then after that we're gonna do 1.5 inches. Now I recommend just put a scrap piece of paper between your card and the table, just to make sure that you're not going to ruin it with the paint. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a piece of masking tape. I decided to go with this skinny one, but you can use any masking tape or even washi tape that you have at home. I'm gonna cut 2 pieces, and we're going to use the measurements that we did as a guide. Now we're going to pour a little bit of the acrylic paint. We're gonna paint this part over here with the blue paint. I really like how it looks like this, but I'm gonna wait a little bit until it dries, and I'm gonna give it a second coat. To speed up the drying process, I'm gonna be using this heat tool. You can totally wait until it dries by itself, but I just want to speed it up a little bit, and that tool comes really handy. Once it is completely dry, we're gonna go ahead and remove the masking tape. As you can see here, a little bit of the paint got outside the line, and for this, one tip that I recommend is to have this Tombow Mono Sand Eraser. This one is perfect for correcting little mistakes like this one. This one is to erase ink. Okay, if you can see it, it's like it never even happened. So if you want to remove ink mistakes, totally recommend this sand eraser from Tombow. Another thing, as you can see, some of the lines were not as crisp as I would like them to be, but don't worry about that because we're gonna fix that in a little bit. Using the Craft Smart oil-based paint pen, we're gonna start drawing some snowflakes, and for this, it's optional, but I find it easier when I use a ruler. You can totally freehand it. First, I'm gonna draw a cross, and then this one, you may just want to wait a little bit until it dries completely. This oil paint, it dries fast, but just in case, I'm going to write 2 diagonal lines. Now for this one, we're going to draw triangles in between each line. They're not going to be complete triangles, but just the top part like this. And now I'm going to write these little lines. So we have our first snowflake. For the next one, we're gonna draw a hexagon in the center first. And you can even like space it out so it's in the middle. And then from each of the corners, we're gonna draw a line. And then we're gonna start drawing lines like this. The middle lines are gonna be a little bit bigger, and then the top lines are gonna be smaller, and then a small circle up top. And we're gonna do the same for all of them. Now when your pen starts going like this, make sure you shake it again, and then on a scrap piece of paper you push to activate it again. So I'm going over these lines because they look a little bit streaky. Now what we're going to do is draw small lines in between the ones that we already did, and we're going to do a circle on top of them. Now we're going to draw these little lines. And now with our gold paint pen, we're going to draw a line to outline the blue acrylic line that we painted. Now for this one, I think I'm not going to use the ruler just because it's making it be a little bit streaky. And to finish this part of the card, we're going to use a white, or you can even use the same silver pen and do some dots around the blue line. And now it's time to make the lettering part, and I do recommend for you to place a scrap piece of paper over your design just to make sure you're not going to damage it and to protect it. And we're going to be writing happy holidays. I do recommend that you use a pencil to sketch just to make sure that everything fits and is centered in your card. And I decided to do holidays in my block lettering style, and then happy in a modern calligraphy style. And as you can see here, I'm very satisfied with how it looks. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the Monoline Studio pen to ink this part of the lettering. Always when you're doing your lettering, make sure that you take your time, and this is going to help you to have more consistency with your lettering. I went ahead and speed up this a little bit here just because of video, but when you're doing it, just go slow every time you're doing your letters. Once you're done, make sure you go ahead and erase completely the pencil sketch and use your trusty Desktop vacuum to remove the dust from the eraser. And now I'm going to be doing faux calligraphy, which basically I'm going to be outlining the downstrokes, which means every time my pen goes down. I have a whole video and a full workbook where I show you step by step how you can learn this technique of calligraphy, and I'm gonna put the link to it down below. And last but not least, I'm going to be using the gold oil paint pen to add some shadows to the lettering and give it a little bit more pop. And here's the final result. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, as promised, it's giveaway time. So what you're gonna receive is the card that we made here today and my favorite tools to create greeting cards, which is a set of the Pigeon letters Monoline studio pens, my angle and circle maker, a Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen, and a gold and silver extra fine pen markers. So here's what you need to do to enter. First, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Second, like this video. And third, just comment with your favorite holiday greeting or phrase. And that's it. That's all you have to do to enter the giveaway. And don't worry, all the instructions are also going to be in the description down below. And stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful and super easy ornament hand letter card.